Hello, once again, welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss about inductive transducers. Actually, transducers are the devices which convert one form of energy to another form. Last sections we will be discuss about resistive transducers, strain gauge, etc. Today we will be discuss about the inductive transducers. So what is an inductance? So inductance is the ability of the inductor. Inductance means the ability of the inductor to store energy in a magnetic field. So inductance can be defined as the ability of an inductor to store energy in a magnetic field. So inductors generate an opposing voltage proportional to rate of change of current in a circuit. That means it will be produce an opposing voltage that is proportional to the rate of change of current in a circuit. And inductance is caused by magnetic field generated by electric current. While current flowing through a conductor, there is a magnetic field will be generated and this will be caused the inductance. It is typified by the behavior of a coil of wire in resisting any change of the electric current, that is change of electric current, that is characteristics maybe, or typified means characteristics of the behavior of the coil of wire in resisting any change of the electric current through a coil. So, by changing the electric current, that means while supplying AC current, it will be generate some inductive property or inductance. So the quantity defined for self-inductance L of an electric circuit in SI unit, it is Henry, the unit is Henrys, and it is equal to V is equal to L into dI divided by dt, where V is the voltage in volt and I is current in amperes. So this property can be of two types. That is, it is either self-inductance or the mutual inductance. So what is self-inductance? Self-inductance or simply inductance is the property of a circuit whereby a change in current, it is a change in current causes a change in voltage in the same circuit. So by changing the current, an voltage will be also changing. This is called self-inductance. And the second property is mutual inductance. So when one circuit induces current flow, there is a one circuit induce current flow in the second nearby circuit, it is called mutual inductance. So example of mutual inductance is transformer. So the property, two type of property can, that is self-inductance and the mutual inductance property. So now we go to the inductive transducers. In an inductive transducer, the basic principle is that self-inductance of a single coil or mutual inductance between two coils is changed by quantity to be measured or measured. So here, which quantity we want to measure, that quantity will be changed the self-inductance or mutual inductance of the coil. And then it is to be measured as in voltage. Usually the measurement could be rotary or linear displacement. For example, speedometer, or it's a linear displacement, or force, pressure, torque, velocity, acceleration, vibration, etc., etc. So the measurement would be any one of this type. So the inductive transducers are mainly used to measure this type of physical quantities. So inductive transducer is one of the following principles. There are three principles are there. The first one is change in the self-inductance, and usually the second one is change in mutual inductance, and third one is production of eddy current. So inductive transducers are work based on these three principles. The first one, change the self-inductance of inductive transducer. As we know, the self-inductance of a coil is given by L is equal to N square divided by R, where N is the number of turns and R is the reluctance of the magnetic circuit. So this is the turns. The example is given here. Here the number of turns is there. N is equal to number of turns and R is the reluctance of the magnetic circuit. Also, reluctance means resistance of the inductive coil. Reluctance of the magnetic circuit is given by R is equal to L divided by mu into A, where A is area of cross section, L is length of the coil, and mu is the permeability of the media. So, which media we use? This mu is representing the permeability of the medium. Then the above equation, that is, this equation L is equal to N square divided by R. By substituting the value in here, we can rewrite the equation L is equal to N square into mu into A divided by L. That means here will be replace R into R is equal to L divided by mu A. So by substituting the value in this equation, L is equal to N square into mu A divided by L. And now we substitute G is equal to A divided by L, where G is called the geometric form factor. So now this equation L is equal to N square into mu into G, where N is equal to number of turns, mu is equal to permeability, and G is equal to geometric factor. So by verifying the number of turns or geometric configuration G or permeability mu. So number of turns N or permeability mu or geometric configuration G. By varying this, the self-inductance can be changed. For example, if some displacement is able to change above parameters, then displacement can be directly measured in terms of inductance. There is a calibration of instrument against measurement. So by display any one of these values change due to the displacement, then it can be measured. So this is the first principle, and the second one, change of mutual inductance of a inductive transducer. The second principle is change of mutual inductance of inductive transducer. In this principle, two or more coils are mutually coupled. Then mutual inductance can be varied by changing the self-inductance of the coil. So here, two or more coils are mutually coupled. One example is when two coils will be there, there is a mutual inductance N. And this mutual inductance N can be represented by M is equal to K into root of L1 into L2, where L1 and L2 are two coils, self-inductance coil L1 and L2. And K is equal to coefficient of coupling. So, mutual inductance can be varied by changing the self-inductance of the coil or coefficient of coupling K. So, that means mutual inductance is varied by changing the self-inductance of the coil L1 or L2, or by varying the coefficient of coupling K. The coefficient of coupling K depends upon the distance and orientation between the two coils. K is depends upon the distance and orientation between these two coils. In case of displacement measurement, one coil can be fixed and the other coil should be connected to a moving object. So we can vary the distance of the coil, and so that the value K is also varying, and we can measure the inductance. Inductance is also varied correspondingly. When this object is moved, the coefficient of coupling K, that is coefficient of coupling K will be changed, and hence there is a change in the mutual inductance. And the mutual inductance can be calibrated in terms of displacement measurement. So here, by varying the value K, by varying the K value, there is We say that here one coil is fixed one, and another one is varying. So by varying this coil, the value of K is, that is coefficient of coupling, is varying, so that we can vary the mutual inductance. This is the principle behind the change of mutual inductance. And third one is production of eddy current of inductive transducer. So what is an eddy current? So whenever a conducting shield located close to a coil carrying AC, alternating current. So whenever a conducting shield is located close to coil carrying alternating current, then the current flow can be induced within this shield, which is known as eddy current. Then current flow can be induced within the shield. So this is called eddy current. This kind of principle is used in inductive transducer. And when conducting plate is arranged near to coil carrying AC, then eddy current will be generated within the plate. So there is a current carrying conductor, a plate is near to the current carrying conductor, that is AC, then there is the eddy current will be generated within the plate. And the plate which carry eddy current will generate their own magnetic field, which work against the plate magnetic field. So the magnetic flux will be reduced. So due to this magnetic field, the magnetic flux will be reduced. That is, the plate carrying eddy current will generate their own magnetic field, which is working against, that is opposite to the magnetic field, plate magnetic field. So there is a magnetic flux will be reduced. So as coil located near to carrying AC, the flow of current will be induced, within which in turn generate its own flux, decreases the flux of the current carrying coil. And therefore coil's inductance will be changed. And due to this, the inductance of the coil will be changed. Here the coil is arranged near to the plate, then high eddy current will be generated. If the coil is near to the plate, then high eddy current will be generated, as well as high drop within the conductance. So changing the distance among the coil and plate, the inductance of the coil is also changes. The principle like changing the distance of the coil or plate with the help of measurement can be used within the measurement of displacement. So this is the third principle, that is using eddy current. So there are three basic principles are there: self-inductance, mutual inductance, and the eddy current generation. So now let us see the applications of the inductive transducers. Application of these transducers include the following. That is, application of this transducer found in proximity sensors to measure position, touch pads, dynamic motion, etc. We use this type of transducers. Mostly these transducers are used for detecting the kind of metal to find mislost parts, otherwise counts the objects. So by using these inductive type transducers, we can find the some metals that will be missing in the ground, or that is metal detectors, like that we can be use this type of transducers. And these transducers are also applicable for detecting the movement of apparatus, which include belt conveyor and bucket, elevator, etc. So you can see the elevators in the supermarket. We can study or detecting the movement of the conveyor belt and or bucket elevators can be controlled by this type of transducers. So then some advantages and disadvantages of this type of transducer, that is inductive transducers. First, response of this transducer is high. Advantages: response of this transducer is high, load effect will be reduced, strong against ecological quantities. And the disadvantages are operating range should be reduced due to the side effects. The working temperature should be under Curie temperature, sensitive to magnetic field. These are the advantages and disadvantages of inductive transducer. So we are discussing the basics of inductive transducers in this section. So what is the basic principle behind the inductive transducer? Application of the inductive transducer, advantage and disadvantage of inductive transducers. So thank you for listening me. Thank you once again for listening my video.